Coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona, home of Super Bowl 57, it's the Gary Stein and Stevens Show with your hosts, Troy Geary, Will Stein, and Dave Stevens.
Welcome back to Radio Row. I am Dave Stevens. You got Troy Geary here, and I got an old friend sitting across from me. You might recognize him from his days at ESPN. You might recognize him from his Kenny Mayne Wider World of Sports.
You might recognize me from high school.
High school, if you're still out there, those people are still alive at our age. And, of course, he's now a spokesman for Caesars Sportsbook. You see him
I'm
in
like
commercials.
Joe Lewis, but I make videos also.
Well, you've
Remember
also
Joe
got
Lewis used to be like a greeter at the front door.
your podcast, right?
Yes, my mic working?
It is. You're sounding good. So, Kenny Mayne joining us for a few minutes on Radio Row. So, let's get the Caesars thing out of the way. What the hell are you doing with Caesars?
That seemed dismissive.
No, we're going to talk about it. We
That's
got
fine.
Trey back there.
No, I left ESPN in June of 21. Spent that summer figuring out what I was doing next. Caesars made a lot of sense. I played football at UNLV a long time ago. The first place I ever went to was Caesars Palace on my recruiting trip. I have an affection for that town in the West, and it just made sense. So I essentially, with Trey Wingo actually too, he does the real stuff, who's doing this and that on the field and what it means, particularly toward betting maybe. I'm just out there screwing around. But each thing I do hopefully complements what we are doing as larger as a corporation. So the Super Bowl week, doing a few feature stories just like I used to do at ESPN on Super Bowl week, doing some Radio Row, promoting the company. Went out to the stadium this morning, shot certain stuff that's going to marry into the next bit. So I'm really not doing all that much different than I used to do, except I don't do SportsCenter. It's just for a different outlet, right? We're putting out different little sketches in a different way.
Well, I mean, your humor has been so funny, and some of that was always squelched by the powers that be at ESPN. So is this a reinvention of you or just a continuation of Kenny?
Well, I look at it was like a pension for all my years of service in TV that here you get to do this now. Like, I love it. It's good people. We're having fun. We're still experimenting about how we should do it precisely, like how should it roll out? How should it be played out? We've done fun stuff. I got to work with Calvin Johnson, Megatron, Muggsy Bogues, Dr. J and I shot Papa shot until he glided in and did like a finger roll. Working with Randall Cunningham this week. Like I said, this week for the Super Bowl, we got David Tyree who had the helmet catch. We got Malcolm Butler who broke our hearts in Seattle. So each time, it's a minute long or 2 minute long or whatever it is, or I might go to an event, I might go to the Capitals opener, I might go to the Monday night game in New Orleans, which I did. I might go to the opening of Del Mar or the Belmont Steak. So still going to big events and doing things that hopefully benefit Caesars by, making the company look good.
I want to ask you about another project you're doing, your podcast. Can you tell us about that, where we can find it?
Yeah, I resisted it for a while because I was busy enough with Caesars, but this company, Odyssey, kept telling me, hey, we can work it out and do it the way you want with the time restrictions and so forth. And so we just came up with, I said, I don't need a hook. Like a lot of podcasts, there's a thing, it's a show about blank. I said, what if I just talk to famous people and find out about them and make it entertaining? It reminds me of sometimes there'd be a story pitch or everybody is, hey, what's the hook? I said, how about it'll be good? Like, can't that be enough? So hopefully it turned out well. We had a bunch of good names. Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites.
Star White Lotus and
my favorite was Steve Kerr. I mean, what you guys talked about his father's death and what he went through. I mean, you don't get that from mainstream. Only Kenny Mayne.
Some of the ones, Ben Schwartz and I, and Bill Walton and I just threw around for an hour. Others we got a little more serious, got more in depth about things. Like you said with Steve Kerr, it was very serious. Also very light. He told that great story, which I won't use bad words on the air. The greatest play ever invented in basketball. Very funny. What the something. And I had fun. I basically looked in my phone and thought about who do I know that readily will say yes. I took a long shot on Christopher Guest, the great film director. Somehow he said yes. Mel Hill, Chris Berman, Dan Patrick, Keith Olbermann. I'm leaving out a lot of people I know, but Jamal Crawford, Schubert, I had a bunch of friends that I've gotten to know through the years. And they all just said, hey, we'll help you out. It's just getting off the ground. We're proud of it. Hopefully more people hear about it. We put out the list the other day on Twitter, tried to make it look like a concert t-shirt, like here's the names like they do with cities. And I'm flattered that all those people wanted to be a part.
Yeah, I haven't gotten your call yet, so I'm waiting to get on the back of that T-shirt. But is there anything, you've proven and I've proven that there is life after ESPN. Is there, other than kind of the camaraderie, is there much that you miss from that place?
Well, I miss the hour a lot. There are times I'll be sitting at home or there'll be a big game on, and I remember what it was like, the immediacy of it, the adrenaline of it. Like, you can't really replicate that when you're doing the stuff I'm doing now. 'Cause now I'm almost like all kind of commercial shoots, right? Not going out live necessarily. It's just a different mindset. You can do do-overs. You can do it till you get it right and try different things. But that's fun too. That's a different challenge. But yeah, I think I miss the danger of being on live. That's probably, what are you going to say next?
Those are always the best.
Yeah, and also there were so many times, I remember, really it's like the last month or so, there were a bunch of no-hitters, like one after the other. And there was one show in particular, I forget who threw it, but he threw the no-hitter. The game ended at 58-30. We're on at 11. We got 90 seconds. What are we doing? And Evan, the producer, was like, all right, if he comes live for the interview, we're going to do the animation, the last pitch, and then you go straight to the interview. If he doesn't come for the interview, we're going to do the whole highlight. If he does do the whole, if he interrupts, we had all these different contingencies. And now we're down to 40 seconds. All right, Evan, what are we doing? What are we doing? Hang on, we'll tell you during the tease. The tease is on tape. So now we got 40 more seconds to figure out what are we doing right out of the gate. And it all worked out. But it's fun. You got to trust people. You got to have good people in your ear leading you. But that was always fun. A little bit of controlled chaos. And you trust your people are never going to hang you out. And if they do, you just say something stupid. And you just hope it doesn't happen in conjunction with the serious stories.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that you backed up Randall Cunningham at UNLV.
That's awesome.
And you're actually a really good quarterback. So can you talk about that?
Really average is probably more accurate. I didn't get on my starter, but no, Randall was a freshman my senior year. The starter was Sam King. He led the nation in passing yards. I was second. A guy named Alan Reynolds was third. Randall was this big, tall kid with long arms and throw the ball a mile. He could have played right away. And obviously had that talent, but coach didn't need him to. We already had Sam King, who, like I said, led the nation in passing. And we were already sort of ingrained in what we were doing. He was learning the system. Obviously deserved to get some playing time pretty quick, and he did so. Led the nation in punting, too, didn't he? Or he was All-American.
I think he was close, yeah.
I'm going to work with him later this week, and it'll be fun to reunite with him.
And, also want to, you do so much for so many, which people don't realize. You come to the Wounded Warrior games, and we had them. You're here coming to my event this Saturday, and you also have a charity of your own. It's a small one, yet it makes a big impact. So tell the people how that got started and how you got involved with Run Freely.
Well, October of 1980, first I ushered the Ollie Holmes fight, because the football players used to get to be the ushers at Caesars Palace when they set up the boxing ring outdoors. So I'm on a high. That's a pretty cool thing to do at age 20 or whatever I was. 21, I guess. And about 2 weeks later, we play at Oregon. This is my junior year. I'm second string. The guy named Larry Gentry. We're getting blown out, so I'm in there more. End of the game, literally the last play of the game. I throw a terrible pass in the rain. Some guy stuck his helmet on my ankle, and I'm lying down on the field while everybody else is like shaking hands and talking to cheerleaders. And I got a fracture dislocation, so that's not a good thing to have. I came back from it and played the next year. But that's a long time ago. Every year since, it's gotten worse. The first decade, not so bad. 30s bad. 40s getting worse. 50s really bad. And I was so bad, probably depressed, like without being evaluated or so. I didn't want to get out of bed some mornings. But the pain of just my first step in the morning, right? And I went to 3 doctors. One of them to fuse it, the other one to replace it, and the last one to cut it off. And from that, I was led to a guy that makes this device that you don't fix your injury, but you get to move around more without pain. Then I found a better device. I used to have the station wagon. Now I got the Ferrari. And once I got it, my wife and I said, let's do something good with this. And we started a foundation called Run Freely. It's runfreely.org. And we raise a little bit of money here and there. And we've helped, I think we're up to close to 40 veterans now in a few years. So once you put it on, like I said, you can get back into life. Some of them get back into jobs. Some of them just want to be able to go play with their kid in the park. Just all the stuff they've been missing because they're in such pain. And this takes it away.
What is a favorite event or a story that you always remember?
I'd say getting Stevie Wonder to say, I can't be at the baseball all-star game, I have a high ankle sprain. So I wrote that for him. This was a big concert, like a worldwide concert, like an event thing called Live 8. They were trying to get the G8 nations to relieve some African debt. That was the purpose of it. And I found my way closer and closer. I just don't give up. I have a very strong will to succeed when I have a mission. So I had the flimsiest press pass you could ever imagine. It was a piece of paper, just like a joke. And it was allowing me to be in a tent about a mile from the concert. It's like, well, I'm not going to get Stevie Wonder here. They said, oh, no, he'll come in for the interview. I said, that ain't going to work. I need a specific thing. I ran into a teamster who recognized me and gave me a lanyard. Now I'm backstage. So now I get closer to the trailer and around the corner from the stage. And his handler's like waving people in to meet him. Like Will Smith's coming in, Natalie Portman's coming in. And he all of a sudden starts looking at me and like, come on, like you're next. And I can't believe they're bringing me in. He doesn't know who I am. I took like a step forward, and Don Cheadle walked by me. They were waving at Don Cheadle. But I still didn't give up. I got his handler's attention. I said, look, I don't care about meeting him right now. Can I get him afterwards, one line for a joke for ESPN? I said, I'll bring him to you right here, right after the show. You pitch him yourself. And I told him a bit. He said, all right. He did his line. And then I said, when's that album coming out? He turned back and he goes, soon. And he walked away. It was like the greatest. I mean, the whole day was great because of the perseverance, the goal of getting him. Remember Tim Stanley, who used to run baseball at ESPN, a great guy. He believed. He said, go, give it a shot. If you don't make it, you try. Like, I think you'll pull it up.
And you always seem to have a rapport with guys to get them to do things. I guess it was the old Aaron Rodgers before he became this Aaron Rodgers, but you were able to get him to do some funny things too back then.
A whole bunch of players. He was a good actor in those. And Jared Allen, on and on. The list is still long.
And the real actors that you got, the Hollywood people.
Tom Brady and Justin Bieber in the same story. They both, participated. I'll tell you what, right here in Arizona, some of the most memorable ones, one of them being the time that Tony Sirico, rest in peace, the character of Paulie Walnuts from The Sopranos, he called me and said he needed Super Bowl tickets. I said, hey, I'll give it a shot. I knew it's impossible, right? Everybody calls, our tickets out now. Hey, I know you'll do it, kid. And he hangs up. I'm like, wait a minute. Did I just get threatened?
Was that a threat? Yeah.
So now I'm on a mission to get him because I feel like I need, he'd done me a favor before. So I did owe him a favor. And he's cashing in. I ended up getting the tickets from Mark Dalton of Arizona.
Walking around here, yeah, I know.
He arranged it so I could buy him. We got that close face value. We're doing pretty well. Then he wants room. I'm not a travel agent. And he ended up not coming. I didn't need the tickets. But we decided, why don't we make a funny story about what just really happened? So we ended up blowing up a car in the desert. A lot of things happened in that story. And then the topper was Michael Clark Duncan, the gifted actor. He also passed away. We ran into him and said, would you do the voiceover for this dumb story we're working on? He says, get in my limo. We drive around town, and he's reading a script in the back seat. So all of it is so stupid, and the experience of that week, and the laughter, like, can you believe this? We just blew up a car in the desert.
Did you expense that? Did Norby approve that?
Bought a car for $200, had it towed to the desert, hired a munitions expert who works in Hollywood, gave him $500 or whatever, and made a story.
That's amazing. Kenny Mayne joining us for a few moments on Radio Row. And again, we're going to thank our sponsors, Fresh Clean Threads, for being a part of our show. And, of course, offering up a Super Bowl exclusive to our show. You can't get this on any other show that carries Fresh
You will
Clean
be
Threads.
returning the opening kickoff.
Yeah. So you get 25% off. Type in touchdown. Kenny was close. Use code touchdown on freshcleantees.com/GSS show. It's exclusive for our listeners, our viewers.
25% off.
Yeah, see, we gave Kenny a shirt. He's not modeling it. It's over there. But we thank our Fresh Clean Threads folks for being a part of what we're doing on Radio Row. And as we wrap up, Kenny, what has been your fun with Caesars Sportsbook? I know you guys get to do some really fun commercials with our mutual friend JD and Trey and the Mannings and
Halle Berry in the same commercial.
Are you guys doing some Super Bowl stuff?
Well, we're not doing a quote-unquote ad. Somebody else might be, but not me. I'm doing, like I said, all the little complimentary videos that kind of say that we were here. And promote what we're doing. We're also kicking out the daily, hey, if you're interested, is LeBron tonight going to do this, this, and that? By the way, I don't know, this is airing worldwide, of course, potential audience of 8 billion people right now. That's true.
It is. It's just like the shows that say they're in 6 million homes and they're really on like Roku, and you can put up that flash frame that says you won $10,000. If you call in the right number, you call in right now, and you win 10 grand, and nobody does.
The audience is 8 billion people right now. We know that we could be. Yeah, we're doing that. We're having fun. Getting to throw with Megatron was fun. I did it with him. Muggsy Bogues. That was. I mean, they're all fun. Right? Each one is different. Some are kind of quick and easy. Hey, I got you for 3 minutes to do 2 jokes. Other times, like this week, we got Malcolm Butler for 2 hours. We're gonna make a movie. You know? So each one's a little different.
Any crazy prop bets that you're hearing?
I haven't even looked at the sheet, to be honest. I'd be a bad one. But if I'm giving a prediction on the game, simple, straight up. I think it's a coin flip pick'em game. I think Philly's 1.5 right now. I think I'd give that. I think they'll win by a few points, but I won't be shocked at any result. Either team could blow the other out, and I won't be shocked.
What's the craziest bet you've ever made and won?
One time I was at the Kentucky Derby and wrongly went out to a casino in the middle of the week. We were bored one night. Hey, let's go there across the river, right? Got absolutely murdered. Just terrible. I was so mad at myself for throwing away. Like I was supposed to be what I was using for the horses. I have $10 left. I put it on hard 6. I swear, a grandma in a white sweater comes up and rolls hard 6. 10 now becomes 100. I leave it out. She does it again. That's 1,000. I got my money back. She did it 3 times in a row, but I chickened out at the last. Got all the money and just
And then they escorted her out for cheating.
No, she was a legitimate player. You know, the world record, you can Google this. Somebody held the dice in an Atlantic City casino. It might be 10 years ago or more. Just an absurd, I think it was like 5 hours, some insane amount of time. And people just won ridiculous, always bet responsibly.
So you're not betting like Mattress Mac?
No. It's fun to have.
You did with him, man. Did he have to pay out? Or did he, or was there a clause?
Probably lost that one, right?
Yeah. He basically does a smart thing by saying, I'm going to bet a crazy amount of money. Anybody who buys a mattress, when I win that bet, I'm going to give you a kickback. If I lose, So he draws in people because he goes out on a limb for that. But I didn't know what the question was, but we're having fun. And right now I have to go do more of it because they're yelling at me.
Yep, we'll let you go. One quick question. The Cats in the Cradle song, does it bother you because now as a parent you see them go away and leave and you don't think you were there enough? Does that, you have that?
Well, I think I've been there for him, and it's
All the
funny.
late nights we were together.
I know, but it's funny all the different relationship up and downs you have with your kids, and you hang in there and be yourself and hopefully be true to them. And I have as good or better a relationship with my daughters who are now one
College.
out of college,
USC.
one senior, and then Gretchen had 2, so we have 4, and they're college and high school. But yeah, I was just talking about my favorite time I ever had with my 2 original daughters. We were in Maui on top of a mountain looking in a telescope at Jupiter's moons. Like, if you ever get a chance, do that with your kids.
We'll try to do that. All right, legendary Kenny Mayne joined us. He's got to head out, spending a little time with us. Thank you, Kenny. Love you, brother. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of our camp and everything. So
25% off.
yeah, make sure you go to it. And if Kenny's going to pitch it for us, I might as well bring it up one more time. That's right.
Hit the barcode.
FreshCleanTees.com/GSS show. 25% off. Only this week. We need to move that needle.
You gotta grab them. You gotta grab the ball.
Yeah. Thank you, Will.
Well, it's over here.
All right. As we
Will,
wrap
one
up,
job.
we're on the air still, so thanks, guys. Don't forget. You're watching the Geary Stein and Stevens Show. I'm Dave Stevens, and Troy Geary's been here, and Will is over here. Will, come around here and say hi. Come over here.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Your fans, what have you been doing today?
I've been working a lot behind the scenes, getting gas, working on tech support issues, making sure that the show is working properly behind the scenes. So we're here to provide you with the best coverage from Super Bowl 57 in Phoenix.
Say he's here. All right, he's going to get Kenny to get an autograph. So, all right, Troy, that's been a heck of a day. I think we're going to wrap up here from Radio Row. We did, I can't even count how many guests we did, but we got some big ones coming up tomorrow. We got Sean Merriman. I think we got who we got kicking off in the morning. Let me double check here. We got tomorrow morning. We got Jim McMahon and Kyle Turley. which is good. Jake Plummer, Rashad Evans. So we got some cool stuff. And again, you never know who can walk by like we had today, Miss America. We had Dana White slotted. We got moved 4 or 5 times. So if anybody's watching Dana White out there, please tweet that he's a jerk. And I'm never going to watch another MMA event again, not that I ever have in the first place. Right, Troy?
Yeah.
So thoughts, favorite moments today?
Yeah, it's been a great day. Like I said, we got people starting to heat up here, so tomorrow's going to be another fun day.
And then, of course, we got the big game and camp this weekend at the Camelback High School football field with myself, Luis and Dejas. Kenny Mayne's going to be there, BJ Ganem, Corey Sauter, Sage Rosenfeld, a bunch of old NFL players from the past. It's free. We'll also have some other special guests and things out there, and prizes and food and fun and all that. So please come out to our Pro Stance Ability Camp, sponsored by Pro Stance, of course, and myself and all the good people here. And it's just been a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday to cap off a great day. So that's going to wrap it up from Radio Row. A long, long day. We'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Again, follow us on all social media platforms. AJ sitting over editing up a storm for Ability Media. We got all the students here putting together great content. Go to abilitymediagroup.com. We have great features that they have been working on. We had the wheelchair flag football game. We also had yesterday's Special Olympics flag football game. Carly and Emily and Aiden and Santino talked to a bunch of stars last night. We're feverishly trying to put together. We have so much content. We have hours to share with you guys. So go over to abilitymediagroup.com as well. Continue to see the amazing things that we're doing. You never know, Carrot Top might pop back up again. So thanks. Enjoy your night. We'll see you tomorrow. That's the end of our show today.